Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear this morning. Got a great show lined up. Special guests here. But first, let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hard-working crew up there in Southport. High today, only going to get 62. Low's going to get down to 44. And our water temperature at the end of the pier, it has dropped another degree. It's down to 63 degrees, so that's pretty cold. Our river reading, taking a look at it, Apalachicola, Bluntstown, 13.3, but it's dropping out strong. And the Choctaw Caryville actually did go up, like we said yesterday. It's at an 8.2, but it looks like it's going to level off some today and perhaps be dropping by Saturday. We'll know more about it tomorrow on our weekend report. We'll take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good, strong winter tides. They're not quite, winter tides not as strong as the summer and spring tides, but it's still got some good movement right there. And it's dictated a lot of times by the wind, but it's going to be low this morning at 5:07 and high at 5:15 this afternoon. Winds coming again in double figures, west-northwest at 11. So it's been blowing pretty strong this winter. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back with our special guest. Welcome back, and look who drove down this morning, Billy Grantham. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Always glad to have Billy, and we were sitting here talking, and we got a lot to talk about. So,
Yeah.
But you just mentioned right before we came on air about y'all were sort of disappointed about hearing about FWC not coming on the show.
Maybe there's some grand scheme to things, but the commission, as much as they need a public relations out there to really garner great support for the commission and what they're doing, they're missing a great opportunity to see the public see them. These older people, they don't have these things.
Yeah.
They don't have the ability to garner the information that the commission wants to put out almost on a week-to-week basis to keep you informed on the rules change.
And there's a lot of changes going on, and just constantly going on.
It is.
In fact, I have a note here, one of the viewers, I'm going to talk about it later, they found CWD up in North Alabama, and so our red flags were to go up, but nobody's down here to tell us about what's going on in Florida. So anyway, we'll try to keep you posted, but I know it's like you say, your folks up there, a lot of them, y'all used to just hand out the paper pamphlets to people. And
when you come to the check station, you could ask, or we'd be happy to give you a pamphlet with all the rules on it, a map of the management area. They don't do that no more. They want you to pull it up on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, listen to me out there. These older people don't have these phones.
Yeah.
They don't have the means to garner that information. They don't get a newspaper. They get it off the television, and they get it off of Panhandle Outdoors.
Well, thank you, and I think our government, our society has expected all these old people. They just want to push them aside and just throw everything out there on electronics, and there's a lot of us old people out there that are very active, and we still do things.
That's right. If Appalachia were to give out doe tags, let's say next year, we're going to give out 20 doe tags. They'll pull it off the quota sheet, people that apply for the quota, and that's where they'll get that information from.
Yeah.
Winston, 65 and older don't have to have a hunting or fishing license. They don't apply for the quota. Therefore, their name probably won't get drawn. It ain't going to get drawn for the chance to get a doe tag. Those people that are most likely to abide by the rules and the laws that the state has set out are discriminated against.
That's right. I hadn't thought about that. But on the bright side, tell us of some good things you've been doing.
Well, hunting and doing a little bit of fishing, but that's all right because it's all going to change here very soon. And get warm, I promise you.
Yeah, and y'all did a little bit of fishing in East Bay.
We did the other day. Son-in-law wanted to go Saturday. Y'all remember when y'all was sipping coffee, looking out the window? We was going across East Bay. I lost a toboggan out there. on it. But we did catch a few fish.
Yep. That's
We
good.
learned something. Yep.
Well, what about you run in your station pretty often and pretty regular?
I work 2 days a week.
2 days a week.
But this is my last year.
Is it?
This is my last year, man. Matthew's out of college and got married and gone off. I ain't got no need to go up there and work and
You're
listen
gonna go
to
up there and hunt, aren't you?
I hunt a little bit. I left a dove hunt and in there, and a little bit of deer hunting, and some hog hunting. We did a lot last couple of years, but they've got the hog population down to a manageable notice. Boy, talking about hog hunting, Winston, when you going out through them woods trying to get to the dogs and they running and they baying, and all of a sudden you get hung on something. Y'all know what that is right there? Look carefully. Y'all see the barbs on
Those
that?
are barbs now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That right there, y'all folks, tell me what it is. Think about it. Those that's been in the woods all the time. That's called a wait a minute vine. That's a wait a minute vine. They get a lot smaller, grow around the base of trees.
See the barbs on it. They can see it better like that.
You get hung in that thing in your hunting clothes or whatever, you'll say what?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You'll stop and get it off of you if it ain't done clawed your arm.
This has been fertilized well because those barbs are really sharp. Goodness gracious.
Them Causey boys from Weewall brought that out the other day to me. We were all talking about wait a minute vines, and they brought it out, and I thought you'd get a kick out of it. Y'all know what that is? It's a wait a minute vine.
And that's happened. If you've been in the woods, that's happened. In fact, the other day, I actually ripped the back of my hunting pants on one. Actually ripped it. Now, there's an old pair of pants, but I mean, I caught it in there, and you turn, and all of a sudden it ripped, of course. And that's how strong they are.
If it gets in the clothes, that ain't so bad, but if it catches hide, it's...
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. St. Rob Buddy, Billy Grantham bringing us up all the news from the Jackson County area and everything up there. And he has ready access, front row seats to the Appalachia Management area, and that area is very special up there because there's so many good things you can do. So give us a report on what's going on in that area.
Well, early on in October when dove season come in, it was pretty good in there, dove hunting. But it began to feather off because of shooting the local dove. And then I don't think we've had enough good cold weather to push any migratory birds down. A few, I haven't seen many, and boy, we worked them fields over looking and watching for a big migration. The ducks, it's been almost poor. There again, I don't think we've had enough early cold weather to cause them to migrate, but they ain't for lack of trying. Yeah. The deer season has went good. Not as good as last year. Last year was a record. 90 deer killed, 66 bucks last year.
Wow.
And we're a little bit off that pace. I'm not even surprised by that. But the rut was late this year, probably because of the cold weather. Not that the cold weather dictates that. Y'all listen to me now. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying the cold weather does help and puts them deer where they don't mind moving. When you got an old winter coat on and it's 75 degrees outside, you ain't wanting to get out there and stir around in it too much. And them does come in heat, and that buck, they don't mind running and chasing and looking and searching and traveling.
The rut, we talked about it. I had Captain Roy on yesterday. He says he had his best luck around Valentine's Day, in February. So, to me, that's a little late. We've always had the middle of January, so we right in here, right in the midst of it right now, in different places. It comes in different times.
It seems to come in up there a little bit before Christmas, but it just seemed like there was obviously the young bucks in there start chasing early. People see that, but the bigger mature deer seem to come on a little bit later because they can rough shot in a pack of 6 or 7 does. They can go in and take control. So it is right now. It'll run right on over into February.
We were talking about, I was asking as we're coming on air about cameras. I didn't realize in a public management area you could take the cameras and you say some folks do it.
They're very, very popular now.
But in the public management areas, are they?
I don't think it's against the law.
Yeah.
And what they do now is they love to put a camera in there, these newfangled ones where it'll send it to your phone when they get movement.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those. I think I might get one. But then they can see what's coming in there exactly, and they're pretty popular.
Yeah. Well, I don't have one. I have 4 now. I love them. And Gail and I will. It's fascinating when you put them in an area, and what I've learned to do, I'm just getting into cameras the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And move them around some. If they're not getting anything here, I'm going to move them over there. And it's almost not fair because, but you see, just like we used to say, my brother and I used to talk about, deer almost are nocturnal. A lot of times they're nocturnal until they get in a rut, then they just go crazy and show up all the time.
That's right.
And now you have evidence of it. You could do scientific studies on what they're doing.
Well, one good thing about the camera is, and I had it at mine, you can see I got 3 or 4 small bucks coming in there. Small, not very big. But last year I got some golly whoppers in there. Mm-hmm. Well, what did it do? Well, it got me, I had to be in there. It's the same thing. If you see a really big one coming through there, that makes you drop. I'm not taking that garbage out right now. You know, I got to get in the woods.
And that's exactly right. Instead of going up there sitting 4 or 5 hours, I'm gonna go over there and sit 4 or 5 hours.
There you go.
And you become a smarter hunter by doing that.
And you know what else? You'll know that bigger buck is coming around. You won't shoot that little bitty thing coming through. There's a couple of small bucks. Exactly. You let them walk. So now I think it's helped because people will let things walk and they want that bigger buck that's coming around.
And then the side shows with the raccoons. And we got a group of raccoons. I'm sorry to name them. We got a family. Look like 5 of them, and they've had a very good winter. they've had a good. And you know what? I was going to mention this on the show yesterday with Captain Roy. You know what? I haven't seen a lot of pictures. You know, we get all the pictures y'all send in. You know what? I haven't seen a lot this year? Bear pictures. We haven't received a lot of bear pictures. In fact, and Jeff will go along with this. Jeff, we haven't seen very many, have we? We just haven't shown people not sending them. I don't know, because people have gotten used to getting to them and putting the feeders up higher and bear-proofing things. But have y'all seen very many bear up your way?
Thankfully, we don't have them north of I-10, but very little.
Good.
Now, I'm not saying that there ain't some up there. Y'all don't jump time on me. But thankfully, that I-10 barrier helps keep them back a little bit and slows the progression. It's a matter of time. I hope not, because when you're going out there walking to your box house early in the morning before daylight, you don't want to hear that oof out there.
But, I was thinking about that the other day. I usually, especially right before, usually in December, I get a bunch of bear pictures where they're eating all food and all. But this year we didn't, so which is good. It's good and all. The other thing, I haven't seen a lot of pictures of geese. Has anybody hunted any geese at Lake Seminole?
No, not those. A few guys showed. I wish I'd have copied the pictures. Got a few snow geese, which is very rare.
Yeah.
But they just don't hunt them. They don't. They want them ducks. They want to shoot them woodies and them green wing and blue wing teal and buffheads. I saw some buffheads on East Bay the other day. Them duck hunters thought we was probably crazy as a sprayed roach going out there trying to fish. They was trying to hunt. And
did they have any decoys out?
I didn't get close to them enough to tell. Yeah, I'm sure they did, but we kept our distance and tried to find a pocket.
Someone, and I don't know the details, I think I might have seen on the Howard Creek Facebook page, somebody found a whole bunch of decoys that have floated away. So if you lost your decoys, they're around the Indian Passes where they found them, so which is a good area to hunt back there behind St. Vincent Island. So
they won't be a couple of good tides. They won't be there with them.
That's exactly what happened. That strong tide coming through that pass. It starts moving and all that.
That Indian Pass. They'll be off after under 10 miles.
That's exactly right. Let's take our final break, and we've got some really good pictures Billy brought, so we'll be showing those in just a minute. So we'll be right back. Okay, well, welcome back. There's my good friend Billy Grantham driving down here to be on Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate it. Let's take a look at our fishing game times for today from Blue Water Outrigger, 7:25 to 9:25, and this evening, 7:49 to 9:49. You got a bunch of pictures, Billy, so let's show them what's going on.
Hey, this first one up here is Ben Williams from Cottonwood, Alabama. Old Ben played football there at Cottonwood. I think he played 4 years, started 4 years from Cottonwood Bears up there. That's Zeke Williams' son, and that's Kathy Williams from there in Grand Ridge's son killed that up. I think on the state line, perhaps. I'm not sure. Old Zeke. And that's Ben right there.
All right.
This here's David Bryant. That's a Apalachicola National Forest buck right there.
Okay.
That's unusually big, I think, for the forest. David Bryant got that one right there. He sent that thing to me. Boy, he was tickled. Winston.
What is that?
On the left is the old traditional slug that you shot out of your gun.
Okay.
The one on the right is your newfangled slug that they shoot out of these 223 shotguns. That's how much it's changed.
Wow.
Because that thing will rifle and spin, and the old one on the left just kind of knuckleballed.
Yeah.
That's how things have changed. And guess what? That's what it looks like when it hits and comes out.
Oh my goodness.
It knocks a hole. So they talking about, they come in there all the time. When they gonna let us start shooting rifles in it? You don't need it.
Uh-huh.
All right. George Lipford. Old George comes in there quite regular, likes to dove hunt and likes to hunt for a deer, and got him one. He was tickled to death because he loves that deer sausage, Winston. George Lipford. I can't remember who got that one, but he was laying out in the back of the boat, back of the truck. Look at that neck swole up on him right there.
Uh-huh.
Puffed up, Appalachian Management. There's another one, Management. That was a pretty good one there. They ain't killed no great big huge ones this year, but they've killed a bunch of nice ones like that one right there.
That looks like an older one too.
Yeah. Barfoot, that's his son right there. I can't remember his name. His dad took that one off of Lawson's corner and knocked him down and brought him out late. Another one, killed in there, Appalachia.
Swamp buck.
Found in the water, I'm confident of that.
Yep.
Yeah. There's one, Wiley Beecham got that one right there. Old Wiley comes in there and he's one of them Indian stalkers studying it and trying to figure out the best place to go all the time. That's my old country cousin right there.
Yeah.
Old Michael Forward worked with me at the prison.
Yep.
Got that in Jackson County. Look at the mass on him.
That's thick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's got a lot of mass. He's probably at least 4.5 inch bases on him. Old Michael likes to fish too. Catfish, he can catch them. Look here. At the bottom, that's David Langford.
Now, that's David on the right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
David on the right.
Okay.
He goes to school in Bonifay, is in the 5th grade. Him and his dad went out. He got that hog right there, and he was tickled to death to knock him down. And they was thrilled to get him. I let him go set in my box house.
Oh, did you?
And I should have waited and let him go the day of doe days, and he could have got him a doe. That's from his dad and them. Look at the tushers on him.
Ooh, man.
Yes, sir. Boy, howdy. Look at here. Jake Edenfield from Grand Ridge.
All right.
Old Jake got his first doe on doe days around there. He was tickled to death. Boy, he was excited. And him and his brothers over putting the knife to it.
Skin her out.
Yeah, you go. Skinning her out, getting that meat up. Yes, sir. Reagan Roberts from Alpha. She can sling that fast pitch softball.
Okay.
Plays on the Alpha softball team, and she is all that and a pack of tater chips.
All right.
Very tickled. Got her first buck that year, and there she is, all bundled up, headed across the field out there. Yeah.
She's ready.
Yeah. Small buck and the management.
All right.
Buckshot. Y'all recognize Buckshot from all of being on the show, and got that up there in Holmes County. Tickled to death.
That's a thick.
It is. It's a fine one. He got another one just the other day as well. And there's Paul and Law, got that nice tusher right there. Josh Smith.
All right.
And there they are on the back of the truck, putting all that meat up. Look here, this fella right here on the left is Terry Charles. The guy on the right is I believe Dr. Akerson, his doctor. You see that buck right there, how big and mature?
Yeah.
They harvested him, Dr. Akerson did, and they took that buck to the taxidermy to get mounted. The taxidermist told him that buck was 8.5 years old by looking at his teeth. His teeth was all wore out and wore down. They got looking at him close. His nose was broke from sparring and fighting. Winston, who was he fighting with? Had to be something as big as he was.
I'm telling you. That's old. Yeah. That's old for a buck. 8.5 years old. Goodness.
Exactly. But I got to find myself again.
All right. That's a good one.
Wiley Beecham with a hog. They about got the hogs thinned down good in there, but we keep knocking them out because they compete. There's Trent Weeks. Got him a little old buck. He saw me the other day. They was pouring concrete under my barn, and he said, "Will you put me on TV?" Yeah, boy, send me that picture.
All right, Trent.
Look here. Coach Bill Thomas got that right there. Look at that thing.
I recognize Coach Thomas. The football coach up
That's
there.
right. He's the football coach right there in Sneeds for them Sneeds Pirates. Look here. Saturday, went fishing, me and Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, caught them. But you know what we had to do? They was up on the edge of them banks out of that wind. Yeah.
Yep, that's cool.
And then Alex Drill Bit Baxley is the last one.
All right. Now, I mean, you did a great, that's perfect timing because we're about to run out of time, but that's some great harvesting right there. Fish and deer and hogs.
Well, yeah. Chris took that fish, them redfish, and put them on the grill.
Oh, man.
Blackened them, yep.
Well, Billy, we got to wrap it up. Stay in touch with us and keep sending those pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And, we enjoy staying in contact. Thanks for coming down.
All right, buddy.
All right, listen, folks, we got to wrap it up. Tomorrow, got a big fishing forecast coming up, giving away some stuff. Got a lot of names got to add. We don't have time today. Y'all do something good for your fellow man. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.